Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I want to first recognize our mayor and our council members. I know we have Salt Lake Council member representative representing here, other government officials. Thank you so much for being here to support our officials getting sworn in today. I specifically want to recognize our officials getting sworn in today, and especially their families and loved ones that are here that are going to be sharing this labor of love, whether they're on the ballot or whether they signed up for it or not. Thank you for being here and for your support for them as well. My job is just to welcome and turn the time over to Nicole. But before I do it, I just have a couple of thoughts. One thing I do want to, I think should be noted is that our officials that are being sworn in today, uh, they've all done this before. So it's important for you to know that they've all taken an oath before, and what that means is that they've all been trusted before, and they're being trusted again. And I think that's very significant. I think that means that you have a community and a people that recognize and continue to trust, and it's an indication of the job that you are doing, and that they're happy with the job that you're doing, and they're going to trust you again. I also thought, when we when we administer oaths, like when you take the oath once, it should be sufficient. That's in my mind. But I do think it's significant as well. I think it's symbolic. Not only is it tied to the term that you're embarking on, but it is a recommitment, and a reminder to not only our government officials, but also to the people that of the commitment that you take. And so, thank you for your willingness. Appreciate the opportunity uh, to be able to welcome you all today. I'm doing this because the mayor is one of the officials getting sworn in today, or else the mayor would be doing this. But with that, we will have our national anthem. We're very privileged to have our national anthem performed by System of Strings from American Preparatory Academy. And then after the national anthem, we will turn the time over to Nicole to administer the oath of office. And so we'll go in this order. We'll start with Council Member Harmon, and then give time for Councilmember Harmon to say a few words, and then just move on to Councilmember Wood, Councilmember Norfelt, and then we'll conclude with the mayor and her concluding remarks. Are we all set up? We good to go? Okay, we'll invite our Sistema Strings. Thank you for being here. If we could please rise.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name.
Scott Harmon,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Well, thank you for being here. Need to thank District 2 for trusting me one more time. I want to thank my wife. She's a trooper. Puts up with hearing all the noise that goes on because I'm on city council. So I appreciate her. She's a great partner and friend. I want to thank those that supported me. I wanted to also thank the council members that I'm able to serve with. There are times that we have passionate decisions to make, and it's even when we disagree, I can always go to bed knowing that our council loves the city, and we just may have different ideas. I had no clue 4 years ago what I was getting into. In 4 years, I think I've aged 10. Two of the highlights that for the last 4 years that I just want to mention is, number one, working with John and John in the interim and hiring EFO as our city manager. That really is the number one duty of the city council, is to have a fantastic city manager that runs the administration, and we're blessed to have EFO. Another highlight, this is way lower than that highlight, but I'm ecstatic that we were able to sell the Embassy Suites. The $20 million in debt that we were able to sell that and offload just makes me happy. So I'm also excited about Lancer Way. You all drove on Lancer Way probably today, and it's a wonderful road to get on and drive, and appreciate the Public Works getting that done. Upcoming excitement, and there'll be many of that. I joke with some of my neighbors that my number one goal in this term is to eliminate daylight savings. So if I can't do that, then I'm sure I'm going to work real hard to make West Valley a great place to live and work and play. Thanks again for your support. Thanks for being here.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Cindy Wood,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity. Well, that went a lot better than it did a year ago. Yeah, a year ago it was a blur, but anyway. And Scott, I'm glad I'm not the only one with the paper, but I'm pulling out my glasses as well. What a great honor to be here tonight and to see so many people here, my family, my friends, everyone. And serving as a council member is not just a title. It's a responsibility, and one that I accept. I'm really grateful for the trust and the people of District 4. I walked a lot of the streets in District 4. It's a pretty big district, And I didn't hit all of them. I can't get that award that I walked all the streets, but they've put a trust in me and they believe in me and I believe in them as well. So this city, West Valley City, is full of energy and hardworking people. And I'm proud to call it my home. West Valley is a place where cultures come together. You hear that all the time, where we are such a diverse culture. Businesses grow and neighbors show up for one another. And that is really something to celebrate. I often call our city a hidden gem. How many people have come to my home and say, I had no idea West Valley was like this. And I treasure that. I love living here. Now, this last year's been a crazy year. I'm still, I'm the newest member of the council. I will be for this whole next 4 years, or for me, unless somebody else is elected. But I transitioned from being on the planning commission, which I loved. I love the planning commission because you just go, you're kind of in the background. Every now and again, hot topics would come up and the room would be filled. But a year ago, I applied for the open council seat and I was selected. I was sworn in that night, and the emotions were everywhere. Anyone that was here, I was. And then I ran in a public election and I was elected to the city council. I want to thank my family, my friends, and everyone. My family who walked streets, who stood on street corners, who talked me down off the cliff when I was ready to jump. Um, it's not easy to run for a public office. One of the fellow council members said that I need to get a thick skin, and I think that skin is growing a little thicker. But my family and friends' support and encouragement really kept me going. I also want to recognize our city staff. They are an amazing group of people, professional, well qualified, and they keep the city running day to day. And I want to thank the fellow members of the city council. They've kind of held my hand along the road, and hopefully we'll keep going down that journey together. So, what's my why? Why did I want to run for city council? I get asked that a lot. So, to me, local government is what matters. It's where change happens. The decisions we make here shape our neighborhoods, they shape our families and our daily lives. I ran for the council because I believe in West Valley City, the potential that we have and the things that we can accomplish together, and I want to make a difference. So that's my why. To the residents of District 4, please know that I'm here for you. I want to hear your concerns, your ideas, and your hopes. Whenever someone walks up to me, I've had people walk up to me, I always say, so what's your complaint? It's my buffer. And then they're like, oh, I don't have a complaint, even though they really do. But I'm there. I want ideas. I want hopes. Everybody has dreams and hopes. And at the end of the day, we all want what's best for our community. And I'm grateful for that. I'm proud to serve and I'm excited to see the future of West Valley City. Thank you.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Lars Nordfeldt,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity. Thank you. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for your support of our city and our elected officials. I appreciate you. It's humbling to be here again and to have the trust of the city in this position. I'm excited to get to work, to not just get to work, continue to work, and to help our city to continue to progress and be even better than we are now. My motivation is our future and our future generations. I want our children and grandchildren and those that come after them to find a place here that they can call home and they can be proud of, and that they will they will enjoy being here. I'm striving to help our city to be that, something that would be great for 50 or 100 years from now. And that's why it's important to me that we preserve some of the great things that we have about our city and progress in some of the other things. And I'm happy to do that. I love serving with our council. We were reelected, and it's wonderful because we work together well as a team, and we don't always agree, and I think that's beautiful because it's good to hear from different viewpoints and to learn from each other and to help each other. So thank you, fellow council members. Thank you for our staff. We have the A team here at West Valley City. Wonderful staff members who really care about our city, our residents, and they work so hard for us. And it's great to have Ifo at the helm, and that the staff has rallied around him, and we continue to move forward. Most of all, I want to thank my wife. She's my partner. She's my confidant. She's my counselor. She's my boss, and she's a great person that I can count on to be honest with me and support me and to guide me and help me. So thanks, honey.
All right, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Please state your name. Carmen Lyon. Do solemnly swear. That I will support, obey, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of Utah. And that I will discharge the duties of my office. With fidelity.
If I close my eyes, I could do this without the tears. But everybody that knows me knows I care a lot, so I show it in the emotions. I am really sorry, can't look over there. No, I can't look there either. I am truly grateful and honored to be reelected as your mayor. I want to thank the residents who have the faith in me to continue to serve in this position. It sounds weird and people think I'm a little crazy, but I do truly love doing this job, as you can tell. I also want to thank my family and my friends for their support. Geez, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. My kids are always very helpful and supportive in everything I do. And Brian has always supported me 100%. And it's really shown this last year of just how much he cares about my dreams and my desires and wants to make sure those come true. And being able to do that for the city has just been a blessing. I was 24 when we moved here. He was born and raised here. This is his home forever and ever, and our tissues are out. And I've learned to love it. When we were first married, I'll be honest, I picked out land to build a house when our kids were raised and gone and would retire back in my hometown of Springville. And now this is, thank you, this is my home. And I don't want to live anywhere else. So I'm very blessed that way. And that piece of property will just have to sit there for a while. I'm also very thankful for the city council that I get to work with. You know, we can disagree in a meeting and vote different, but then we can go to dinner that night and sit and talk civilly and not hold grudges or question, why did you do that, and try to change anybody's opinion. We all know everybody comes with different points of view from your just being raised and your life as a married person with your kids, and so you have different perspectives. But it's great to learn from the other council members just why they think different ways. And there's been more than once that they've changed my mind, and when so that's been a really good thing. And our city staff, I mean, all of our speeches are about the same because we have great council members and we have a great staff. And I have the privilege of receiving the emails and the personal letters that say, your staff went above and beyond on da, 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 da. And your staff was always there. He said, I had to learn to get to my job site 10 to 5 minutes early because your inspectors were always there early. And I never had to wait for them. And Carlton's like, where did that happen? So we're very privileged to have the staff we have in West Valley. And every once in a while, not too often, they'll have another mayor come up and say, ha ha, I stole one of your staff. I'm like, dang it. But I'm proud of the fact that we have staff that others really do want and go after. I'm grateful for this new term that we have so many great, exciting things coming to the city that is just, next year is just going to be so much fun. And really the next 3 years with the completion of the hospital and different things like that, we just have great things coming in. Everybody knows I love eating out. Somebody fixes me dinner every night. So the new restaurants, the new businesses, the new hotels that have come to the city just shows how much other companies are really seeing the value that we've seen forever, but we kind of keep it secret. I believe in this city and the people, the diversity, and our future. I know that we're going to just keep building on what we have now. Our neighborhoods, one of our big focuses is strengthening our neighborhoods with the My Hometown program. And in the neighborhoods it's working so well, and those neighbors are getting to know each other. And at my work, somebody will be in there and somebody else will walk in and they all know each other, or they know their sister or their brother. And I always say, this is the second largest city in Utah, but it is still a small town because you can't talk about anybody because their relative will be so close to you in the grocery store or anywhere. So don't badmouth anybody. They're watching. So I just hope of this next 4 years, I want to continue to build and support our neighborhoods, our public service people, public safety, and thank our staff for all they do, because this city wouldn't work. It wouldn't run without our staff. And I agree. Ifo and John, as our leadership, is remarkable. And you don't know how how thankful I am for our interim, our fire chief, Chief Evans, and then our assistant city manager, John Flores. We have too many Johns and Jonathans. So I really appreciate everyone's hard work and their focus on making West Valley the best community we can be. I want to thank the American Preparatory Academy for the music this afternoon, and to Nicole and staff for making this event such a success. And I want everybody to take a moment and go in the lobby. They'll be playing music out there again. And Jake, as always, has great food for us. So please enjoy and visit together. And again, I just want to thank you for the confidence and the support from the residents and staff to make this city such a great place. Thank you so much.
That concludes our